The idiots have been in charge way too long. And that's why you're here. For the podcast you need. All for liberty all the time. Welcome to Liberty Bites Back. With your host, Brandon Emil.
And political parties created this mess that we are in. I'm terrified of all parties. They make all mindless zombies following a party and ostracizing anyone who doesn't agree with the party at the time. In George Washington's farewell address, he said this about political parties. However, political parties may now and then answer popular ends. They are likely in the course of time and things to become potent engines by which cunning, ambitious, and unprincipled men will be enabled to subvert the power of the people and to usurp for themselves the reins of government, destroying afterwards the very engines which have lifted them to unjust dominion. And then he also stated, the alternate domination of one factor over another, sharpened by the spirit of revenge, natural to the party dissension, which in different ages and countries has perpetrated the most horrid enormities. In itself a frightening despotism. But this leads at length to more formal and permanent despotism. The disorders and miseries which result gradually incline the minds of men to seek security and repose on the absolute power of an individual. And sooner or later, the chief of some prevailing faction, more able or more fortunate than his competitors, turns this disposition to the purposes of his own elevation on the reins of public liberty. And then George Washington even went further with, it always serves to distract the public councils and enfeeble the public administration. It agitates the community with ill-founded jealousies and false alarms, kindles the animosity of the part against another, foments occasionally riot and insurrection. It opens the door to foreign influence and corruption, which finds a facilitated access to the government itself through the channels of party passions. Thus the policy and the will of one country are subjected to the policy and will of another. It seems the only thing that George Washington missed was that political parties would also start their own spy rings. It also helps people spread their crazy ideas that otherwise people would not even listen to their crazy words. Political parties are created to divide. The individual cannot agree with everything another person says and does, and it makes many fall into the view of suspecting all in their party of being like them, instead of focusing on the individual. Some speak ideas, and those ideas become similar to a religion or a cult, where those who disagree with them personally or a candidate are ostracized. If political parties don't exist, if they didn't exist, the ideas would be freely stated and people would just follow who's close to their ideas at the time. Personally, I never fall into the party system, but my personal political ideology I do have, and I go with what fits my current issues, my current situation, and what will be best for my 4 years or 2 years to come. But many under the party system will never leave their party for fear of being ostracized. I hope that you all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.